September, and the Planning Commission is convened at Barling City Hall. Would you please call the roll?
James Hamilton.
Here.
Wayne Bryant.
Here.
Ron Cherum.
Here.
James Davis.
Here.
Brooke Ellis. Roy Bohannon.
Here.
Everybody's here.
All present. All right. I'd like to have the approval of the minutes. Planning Commission minutes are in your packet. We need to have that as the first of our agenda items. It was a real brief meeting, so the preview meeting, I'd ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
Moved and seconded. Please call the roll.
Okay. James Hamilton.
Yes.
Wayne Bryant.
Yes.
Ron Cherum.
Here.
James Davis.
Yes.
Brooke Ellis. Roy Bohannon.
Yes. On the agenda items, the old business, we have none, which is great. In the new business, we have the consideration of the Prairie at Chaffee Crossing Phase 2, preliminary plans. In your packet is the attachment of the Phase 2 for this, and there is a color-coded attachments which show the location of the site. And it shows the existing Phase 1, and it shows what's proposed in Phase 2. And if you'll look at your packet, it'll show you building plans for the 3 buildings. There is a 2-bed 24-plex, there is a 1-bed 24-plex, and a 1-bed 12-plex. And the architect who is handling this is Mr. Chasen Garrett, and he is here to talk about what's going to do and what we have seen. And I went to a meeting a while ago, and he was there, so I'm going to turn it over to you. We had a I will tell you that the materials, if you've seen the materials that are up there at the existing phase one, we had a lengthy discussion about those, and it's gonna be the mirror image of it. You can look at one thing then, and the other, it's the same. The other thing, you all probably have only heard bits and pieces. Trash collection is the most important thing, and everybody, this is, whether you have a commercial collection or you have cards collection. One of the things that goes with Chaffee areas is trash collection and the storage for the bins, and they are truly bins. They're not necessarily the rubber containers like civilians have, or domestic house. But they're where you can get at them with a vehicle and not scatter everything around the countryside. And it's also secured, and that's one of the other things they talked about out there, is some places in some of this work has, I would, like a souped up garage, but it's a way to keep people from dumping stuff. You don't go out, find somebody dumped a deer carcass in your garage. Controlled. The biggest thing, and Jason hit the nail on the head, if looking at the ground, and there is a set of contour maps that are in the packet and in the handout. The biggest thing is, if you remember the turmoil we had dealing with Harps Market, they wanted all the water running off goes down, and there's a 24-inch pipe that goes under the highway. If you go up there and look, the existing detention pond has a pipe in it, and it sets back out and dumps into the 24. The existing detention pond's pipe is the same size as the one coming under the highway up on the old highway up there. So the key is that Lake Peacock worked on the design for the phase one, and they had to enlarge the pond, the detention pond. I will tell you, what we talked about, one of the subjects is rock. It's rock, hard rock. And if you have to, making sure that the hydraulics of it, you're not gonna dig deeper. You may dig bigger, but you're not gonna go deeper. So whatever runs off has gotta be carefully metered out of this, and this is one of the things that we talked about out there at length. In fact, today's meeting at the trust couldn't have been a better time to preface this meeting, so you'll look at it and see. I think that in terms of access, if you'll see, what Jason referred to is parking that you see in there. You are not going out any other curb cuts onto the highway. You're still coming out the main entrance. In this one, they're feeding it back through. If you look, there's a kind of a color-coded map in there, and you'll see the two dark blue buildings, and you'll see the lighter blue, and you'll see the white and the parking and how that it ties to the existing. This undoubtedly makes the highway department extremely happy, and it'll make the police happy because it minimizes the chance for somebody getting picked off here coming out of that traffic light down there. Tommy's had a look at you. Got anything you? Other thing that worries me a little bit, Jason, is that that existing detention pond, they're gonna build parking and paving over the top of it. And that always concerns me. I think that the one that I remember is the house that's on the corner of 22nd and Moody. It's supposed to be a detention pond, and they let them fill it in and build a house over there. And the guy and his wife were there, they finally sold it, but every time it came a good rain, it ran down Moody Road and in the front yard. That's the one that's across from Chambers' house over there, and I can't think of that was one of the things, is placing and the parking. When you have that, when you have to build over a pond, and the other place that's built over a pond, and those of you that are old enough to remember, is up there on J Street. Remember how the sidewalk has the black stains on it? There was a pond up there, and that was a rodeo arena at one time back in prehistory. And that's the one, it was always difficult to work with in that road. And I had to, when I came to work out here, we had to do a patch job on that road simply because of what's under there. So, you know, it's warning to rethink it and make sure about it.
I may be looking at this wrong, but detention pond here on the corner, it goes downhill from there towards Harps. And then you've got to go up and over 255. Back where they built that church, is there not a pond back there, if I remember right?
Pond
They
they
used-
build. They built it
Back
And
where they
the-
built that church?
after they built the church.
Could they not go back there and figure some way to, wouldn't that be a lot easier than
Well-
sending the water towards the college?
The water that came down, there is a little dab that's on the on the north side of Church Street, right out in front of, church and broadcasting station. And that, for whatever reason, there's a ridge that crowns out, and that water runs down to the ditch, under the highway, the old highway, and comes out. That's the reason we had to put that, depression in, and the pipe now that's there, because of the water that ran down across from the old highway. That was, and that was one of the concerns. In fact, if you look on the, I don't know, I'm assuming y'all have the contour map or not, but you probably may not. But the contour map on the west side, about a third of the way up this triangle, is where the draw is that comes under the highway. I'm thinking that's an 18 inch, I believe, that comes under the highway. And how you can always tell which way it's running is the ones that point up, that's going upstream. Contours pointing uphill, you can always tell. Right on it. It comes through there, and we were amazed at how much did come through. And I think Hawkins, they did the sizing for that line and that pond. Yeah, headlights and all, yeah. I'd looked at the possibility of taking the dog park and putting it up in the end and enlarging, and letting that whole upper triangle be the dog park, and being able to slide one building or one parking space around and move the pond. But that's, that's not that's your call and his call, the geometry of it. But that was the one thing that I could think of that could be done. And you made the comment out
Yeah,
there,
that's
Jason,
it right
about the dog park size, and that'll let you do a whole lot of tinkering. And it might be that if you move the dog park, you might be able to pick enough on the upstream side of that big apartment building and route it around and come down. It might be, we did that piping solution on the east park, on the phase one, and made a loop surround and got it around there. Well, it'd be, the key is you hit the hole, about drilling a hole and finding out. Because if rocks under there, we're not gonna go too awful far down. And the other thing is the call about the water and the water supply, and fire hydrant placement. And there's a lot of things into it. This is, okay, for you guys on Roy, this is, this is probably one of the most discussed drawing sets and project sets we've had. Because we actually got time to think about this one and figure out they're not nefarious. We've still got the one going out here, the 132 lots at ERC, or no else, however you want to call it. They've got construction going right and left out there, just getting into utilities, drainage. And then they're gonna start Thursday. We got a meeting with Brooks Norris about, he bought another piece of property out there. You guys, the architects and engineers and contractors want to use it. Hope so. We go crazy. Anybody else? Comments, thought process? Got your tools out and ready to go to work and drive nails, right? We need to approve the process. I'll need a motion to approve and
I'll second it.
James Hamilton.
Yes.
Wayne Bryant.
Yes.
Ron Cheryl.
Yes.
James Davis.
Yes.
Brock Ellis. Roy Bohannon.
Yes.
And is there anything else from any of y'all? Ron, it is your turn.
I'll make motion to adjourn.
I like that